Hi, and it is me back again. Just need to stop doing this hand thing, that's annoying. This is Penny Talks on a Tuesday, and I've been missing from action for a couple of weeks, mainly because last week I had an interview, which I hope you all watched, with Katie Phillips from Idealo. Now, I'm going to be talking more about Idealo as this episode progresses, because it's a website that's really going to help you out this week with any Black Friday shopping you might be doing. So yes, I'm going to talk through a little bit about things I've been doing over the last couple of weeks with a few little money saving tips thrown in. We are going to talk about Black Friday. It's everywhere at the moment and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by it. But I've got a couple of cheeky little ways to help you save money or actually figure out if it is the best deal. I am going to talk to you about my progress with the Emma app, which has been looking at my spending and how I've been doing this month to see if it's been helping control my emotional spending. And I'm also going to have a little bit of a chat about maybe gifting an experience rather than an actual thing, just something that I've been looking into in the past week. So yeah, what have I been up to the last couple of weeks? Hi everybody that's joining. So it's been the last birthday of my children. So great timing in terms of birthdays and Christmas in this household. So it was Jack's birthday last week. So my boys have just turned 10. I'm going to get this. Well, Josh is 10, Dylan's 12, and Jack's 7. So it was Jack's birthday last week, which was the last birthday, and we had a great day at London Zoo. Now, did you know you can always get into London Zoo for half price, as long as there's two of you? So all you have to do is get the train there. So there's a website called Days Out Guide, and it's for all sorts of places in London. But London Zoo is definitely on the list, and I've been there maybe 3 times and always use this offer. So you have to print out the ticket from the form to show them when you go in, and it's buy one get one free. So I had to pay for me, and Jack was free. So that was great. That saved £18. Now London Zoo is not cheap, really not cheap. So it was £28 for me, £18 for Jack, but we saved the £18 for Jack. And we had a lovely day at the zoo. I love going to the zoo. All the animals are out, despite the fact that it was mid-November. We saw the tigers eating deer legs, which was cool. We saw the camels kicking food around. We saw a sloth, like literally as close as I am to this phone, a sloth right in front of me, like on the actual bit that people walk along in the rainforest bit. I've never seen a sloth that close up, and it was awake. Apparently they're only awake for, what did the lady say, 3 hours a day. So yeah, it was a real treat. Really, really good day. But yeah, that's how to get half price in London Zoo, and all sorts of places in London you can do the same, but just go via train. Our train tickets were so bargainously cheap. Is that a word? Bargainously. It was £8, I think, for both of us to go into London, because I had a discount from my Network Rail cards, and it was cheap at the weekends anyway. So yeah, really good. And we walked from King's Cross to London Zoo, which was an experience. We walked through Camden to get there, walked past Julian Clary, which was very exciting. I just smiled at him like he was my friend. And we walked past Dylan Thomas's house. So yeah, it was good. A very good day out. What did Jack get for his birthday? He got a scooter. Didn't get any money off it. I really did try to do the trade-in offer at Halfords, but it wasn't available on the scooter. And he got a Gujitsu. Are your kids obsessed with these new toys? It's like a sort of squishy, sort of stress toy type thing, which is a figure you can stretch, a bit like Stretch Armstrong, I suppose, but it's a series of characters, and some clothes. So yes, that was Jack's birthday. What else have I done? I have to clear up my dim sum. Last week I had Monday in London. This week I've got Wednesday in London, and I ended it with dim sum with my friend Neil for his birthday. The place we went to was called Bowslin. Oh, my recording stops when it switches off. Yeah, Baozin. Really, really lovely dim sum place in Soho. Highly recommend it. So yeah, had a few days out in the last couple of weeks, which is nice. But we are of course getting into full on Christmas mode. Yay, not so yay. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this time of the year. I hate to admit it, but I'm not. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going into London tomorrow, so I have to tell you about all this media stuff I'm doing this week. It's like it all comes like buses with media stuff. So today I'm doing 3 interviews. Okay, so I've got I'm doing a little talk on BBC Berkshire once I finish recording this. I'm appearing on the Sun Savers Facebook show. So they've got this whole sort of studio set up where they do a weekly show and bring on guests. So I'm doing that via Skype at about 12. And then later on tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm on BBC Radio Kent talking about Christmas, Black Friday type savings, what everybody wants to talk about today. The BBC Berkshire thing is about getting reduced price food. So yeah, and then tomorrow, this is very random, but a Chinese TV show, which must be like at one of the free channels on the on your Sky TV or your Freeview TV. I'm going into their studio tomorrow to do an interview talking about debt. So yeah, I need to be in Chiswick tomorrow morning to talk about that, and they do my makeup, so that's cool. So yeah, it's a bit of a flurry of TV and radio this week, but all very exciting. So what going back to the subjects I want to talk to you about. So I think I'll start with gifting experiences or gifts before I go on to talk about Black Friday, which is if you do decide to give gifts. But I just think giving an experience is just something that's going to be a lot more memorable, and it's going to just be something different to give to the kids rather than just a load of things. I'm a bit anti lots and lots of things that are just gonna sit in a drawer for the rest of the year, when there's some really great websites out there where you can get some really cool experiences for not loads and loads of money. So I wrote an article last week where I looked through Buy a Gift to see what kind of things they had for the kids, and I found like a meerkat experience. I love my animals, and it was like £30 or £40. It wasn't very much. I saw like driving experiences for the kids. I saw indoor skydiving. That looks really cool. So I need to cough. Sorry about that. And there was I saw sliding down the slide at the Olympic Park over by the West Ham Stadium. So there's loads of different things you could do to give as just something a bit different for Christmas. Just I think rather than that accumulation of things that you don't necessarily want or even need, maybe give the gift of an experience instead. I would like that as a gift. There's lots of like meal restaurant deals on Buy a Gift, which I've certainly taken advantage of. But all the theatre, I like the theatre deals where you get like a meal to go with it. We did an amazing deal with me and my friends for our birthday, me, Jem and Helen and Neil, where we got like pretty much front row tickets to everybody talking about Jamie with dinner. It was like Pizza Express or Prezzo or something, including a glass of wine, and it was like £60 or £70. I think it was £70 each for the front row theatre tickets plus meal. So it's a great deal. And Buy a Gift always have these discount codes, particularly obviously on Friday, like 25% off or something. So yeah, you can get a good deal on those kind of things. So yes, Black Friday. What are your thoughts of Black Friday? Like, I'm a bit over it, to be honest. But I do have a list of things that I need to get on Friday, and I've been monitoring their price for a while to see what the price is leading up to Black Friday, and then I can compare it to the price on Black Friday to actually see if it's a good deal. Because surprise, surprise, not every deal on Black Friday is a good deal. As I was driving home earlier, I heard a piece of research saying that actually only 1 in 20 deals is actually like the cheapest price the product has ever been. So yeah, just do a little bit of research. The Idealo website, great place to go and research, because you put in, so something that I'm looking for in particular is a Instapix camera. So I've found out so far the best deal was £75 on Argos. Now I got that information from Idealo, so I popped in the details of the product, and it's given me a list of all the different retailers for that product and their prices over time as well, so you can see how the price has changed over time. And what I'll do is I'll check that again on Friday. And see if it goes down to less than 75 quid. I know that's the best price it's been for a good few months. So if it's lower than that, then yeah, go and buy it. Or maybe it'll be cheaper on John Lewis, or maybe cheaper in Amazon. Probably not in Amazon because it's not always the cheapest place. But yeah, it's just a really great, do your research with your products, and Idealo is a great place to go and do that research, because going to help you save money, which is good. So there'll be a deal, save even more using that website. And the other thing that I will be doing as well is, once you've found the deal, so let's just say Argos is the cheapest place for buying this camera, and they've dropped it down to £70 on Friday. Don't buy it there and there. Go over to a cashback website. Now I use Top Cashback. There is also Quidco. I just use Top Cashback because it's easier and it always seems to give better deals. So I would search for Argos on there, see if there's a cashback deal. Maybe there's like 3 or 4 or 5% cashback. Click through to Argos from Top Cashback via my Top Cashback account, and then that will give me, hi Hayley, waving. That will give me an extra 4% worth of cashback on the purchase. So you're stacking up your discounts there. And I love my Top Cashback account, and any kind of online purchase goes via Top Cashback, so I can get a chunk of money there. Money I've got so far this year, switched my broadband over to Virgin, got £120 cashback, did my car insurance via there and got an extra like £20 worth of cashback. Holidays, Expedia, got a load of cashback from holiday booking on there, because Neil and I went to Las Vegas, so we got about £150 cashback booking via Top Cashback. So it was booking it through Expedia, but starting off with Top Cashback. So that's, you always start at Top Cashback, search for the retailer, click through, make your purchase from the retailer, but that's how they sort of track it all. But yeah, I've had loads of cashback. Car parking at the airport, that was another one where I got like £10 worth of cashback. So it was £70 for the car parking, but then I got an extra £10 cashback. So yeah, it's always worth looking. Any kind of purchase you'd make online, check that there's any cashback available as well. I do love a bit of double stacking of discounts. So then, whilst I'm talking about spending money a lot there, very important to control my spending, particularly for me. October was a terrible month for spending, like really, really high credit card bills, and it had quite an impact on November, because what I do is I put all my spending through on a credit card and pay it off in full. So I had huge credit card bills to pay in November. So what I've been doing was I've been putting all my everyday spending through this new app called Emma. And so you link it all up. It's very simple. I've linked up my American Express card and my Tesco card, which was where all my regular spending goes through, and it categorizes it all for me into things like shopping, entertainment, travel, all the main sort of categories of spending, and I've set up a budget for each of those things, and it keeps me in track of those budgets to see where I'm actually doing. So I want to spend only £1,000 a month, so I've split that £1,000 between all those different areas. So say £300 for groceries, £100 for entertainment, £100 for travel. Set all these budgets, and then this is keeping me in track compared to those budgets. Whenever I'm like spending too much, it sends me little messages to let me know. So, for example, I was spending too much. I was ahead of my grocery spend, like halfway through the month. So I got a little message just saying, "Slow down a bit. You're gonna blow your budget." And I think the daily messages I get sent are just really helping me, because it's reminding me to go and check the app every day, and it's just keeping me really mindful about the spending, and that £1,000 was my budget. Where are we at now? So it's 26th of November. I am slightly ahead of my budget. I'm at about £1,100, I think. But in October, I spent £2,000. So, okay, I've blown my budget by a little bit. I've got a few more days left of the month. So I need to make sure I rein it in for the last few days. But I just really like the app. I really like the simplicity of it. And it's free. Like, just to give you a bit of extra information about your spending, go download it. So if you go over to my, so you can get it from the App Store, it's called Emma, or if you go over to my website, there's a link on my website. I think I wrote about it last week. I wrote a little review post, so if you want a bit more information, go check it out on Mrs. Mummypenny. You won't regret it. Anything that makes you think a little bit more about what you're spending is a good thing. I know my friend Kara's just downloaded it as well last week, and they send you little messages about certain shops where you're spending too much money. So she'd been sent a message about she spent too much on Uber. I've been sent a message telling me I spend too much in Debenhams, but then that's because I was buying birthday presents there. But yeah, it's and I was told I was spending too much at Wagamama's as well. Love Wagamama's. So yeah, it's just a great little app. One of my top apps I recommend for helping to understand your spending and maybe controlling it a bit more. So yeah, there you go. What else did I have written down that I wanted to talk to you about? Oh, an extra discount thing. Kids Pass. I'm sure I've told you about Kids Pass before, but if you're going to see Frozen with the kids, Kids Pass will get you 40% off your cinema tickets, and it also gets you like half price meals with the kids as well. You pay £3 a month for it, but yeah, it's a great way to save a little bit of money on your cinema tickets. We probably go to the cinema once a month, and it saves us like 10 quid or so each time, and it costs us £3 a month. So yeah, good to have. Search for Kids Pass online. You can get it via my website if you want to sign up and get me a little bit of a referral bonus. Same goes with to Emma, that app. It's free to download, but if you did download it, I think I get about £2 for every download. And Top Cashback, there is a link on my website. If you're a new customer and setting up via Top Cashback, then please go and use my link, because you get £5 Amazon voucher, and I get a fee for referring you as well. So win-win for everybody. Right, that's it. Lots of bargain, money-saving stuff talked about there. Don't go mad on Black Friday. Just get what's on your list. Don't be tempted by all the offers, and just make sure you compare to make sure you are getting the best deal. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week where we can talk about what we actually got on Black Friday. Bye.